start to spring. Those images from our storm that stretched from Colorado to Maine. It was Winter Storm Selene. Our winter weather expert Tom Nizzle here to look at what's left of Selene, what happened with it, and where we go from here, which... Oh boy, what do you see?
It's a long-track storm, and we're taking a look at some of the snowfall totals here. You know, nearly 3 feet of snow in parts of Colorado, but look at all the double-digit snowfalls across all of these states, and even into Maine here. And by the way, this strip of land here, southwestern Ontario, major icing there. They've had thousands with power outages there. So
we looked down in the U.S., there was mostly snow.
We really did. So
I was really impressed with the 18 inches there in Michigan.
Yeah, northern Michigan, yeah, for this time of the year. But is it uncommon for a place like Denver? You know, snowiest month on record, or snowiest month on average, and these are records that go back to 1882, is the month of March, and the second snowiest is April.
So it should not come as a surprise.
No, we may have something to say.
But literally, one day they're in the 70s, the next day they get a foot of snow.
And that's going to happen again. I'm going to show you that. We've got this energy coming in out of the Pacific Northwest. This is energy in the upper atmosphere, and this helps define how the low-pressure systems develop at the surface. This cuts to the south of Denver, nowhere near as strong or as slow-moving as Selene when it moved through that area. And then it cuts out across the plains here pretty rapidly. So when we take a look at the forecast, as we go into tonight, we begin to develop snow, but it's mainly south of Denver. We're going to have an upslope wind that is going to come in down along the San Juan Sangre de Cristo as we go into tomorrow and into Saturday night. So not going to be a heavy snowstorm except for higher elevations across this area. So it's going to be a little kick into the mountains, Mike.
This week was a boon for the mountains. Some of them had 2-3 feet of snow.
Spring skiing, fantastic up in this area. You can see here just to the south of Denver now, nowhere near like we had from our last storm system. To the south of that, if we take a look on a larger scale, there is an 8 to 12 inch figure, but what is that south of, do you know
Is that Palmer Divide down there?
Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak, yeah, of course
so
it is.
only at the highest elevations. You can see the rest of the area here. The area I'm concerned about, I-25 corridor coming out of Pueblo here, there could be enough snow on there into that Saturday night time frame to really have some problems on that roadway. That's about the only area that I'm worried about. Denver, we get into next week, and that's 60 degrees again.
Yeah, man, 2 storms in a matter of just a few days.
That's spring out there.
That is crazy, Tom. All right, so the snow. What about the cold, though, all right? Well, take a look at this. A pattern shift that could be coming just in time for April. No April Fool's joke here, folks. It is April cool. You see the blues and the purples on the map? That's indicating a trough that digs in the east half of the country. Look at the date on the screen there. The 4th of April. We could be looking at some really chilly numbers, potentially record-setting for some of you. Tom joining us again here at the bar to talk about this. This seems really odd, Tom, because we have... So many of us in the east especially have gotten used to incredibly warm weather, so looking at these big anomalous trough digging in does not seem to fit the pattern.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, and this is going to be this ridge-trough combination. It sets up again. We've seen this going into the springtime. We're concerned about this as we go into the next week and a half or so. All brought to you by this energy right off the Western Pacific, the big curl in the atmosphere to the left of the E there in the banner. That low-pressure system is actually going to force a ridge to develop on the west coast of North America. So go ahead, Ryan, let's move this forward and show the setup. So there'll be on Monday, way out in the oceans, as you know. You see that big ridge over Alaska now, and as we go forward in time here, pay attention to that blue coming out of the Arctic from north of Alaska. Watch how this is going to drop down through Canada, and now like a bowling ball, right into the upper Great Lakes and into the east. That sets up this pattern. Now, not tomorrow, that's Saturday. This is the beginning of April across this area.
Is that polar vortex? Is that a polar vortex?
It is in a simple term, I'll call it a piece of the polar vortex, a piece of that cold temperature that breaks out of that polar vortex in the Arctic and moves down across eastern North America. And if you take a look, as through Wednesday, temperatures well above normal. As we go into the end of the week, above normal. But look what happens as we get into the next week and beyond that. An extended period of much colder conditions there. And take a look at Chicago. After that nice warm-up going to the end of March, we're down to 38 degrees by the 3rd of April. And by the way, when we look at these extended forecasts,